What's good, ladies and gentlemen? I know the moment you've been waiting on. I know y'all been patiently waiting on me to drop my video to give my take on the whole outcome. First of all, I'm still shocked. When I say I'm shocked, is because I didn't think the fixes in would allow a babyface team to win the championship. And they allowed it. And I'm grateful. I'm so glad that Adam Silver pulled the trigger and allowed the Toronto Raptors to win the NBA Finals. Now let's break this whole thing down. Why Toronto? Why did Toronto beat the Golden State Warriors? Why didn't the Golden State Warriors 3-peat? Well, I've been telling people about this for years. People still haven't caught on, with the exception of the Boston Red Sox. If your conference championship, doesn't matter the sport, doesn't matter if it's NFL, NLH, NBA, MLB, if your conference championship goes first, I'm not talking about first place, I'm talking about if you go first and you finish first. If your conference championship finishes first, 99% of the time, if you go to the championship, you are scheduled to lose. It doesn't matter the numerology, doesn't matter about none of that stuff. It's scripted for you to take the L. I've been telling people about this since 2014. You can go look up my videos. It was the video I did talking about the 2014 San Francisco Giants when they beat the Kansas City Royals in Game 7. And I told people, I said, it's funny. I said, the Kansas City Royals, they finished first. And the San Francisco Giants came out second. And I've been watching that pattern each year from 2013, 2012, I've been watching, and I said, it's something about finishing second or coming out second that guarantees you a victory. And it's just been going on and on and on. And I really never heard anybody who breaks down sports fixing about that logic. Nobody ever talked about it. I was the only one who was talking about it. I was the main one bringing this case up. I was putting this out on the forefront. Nobody really talked about it. Everybody talked about how this number meant that number, or this the esoteric connection, or all of this. But nobody really brought up the fact about coming out second. And it's I should have known. Since the Toronto Raptors did come out second, and I'm not talking about second place. I'm talking about when your conference championship finishes second. It's set up for you to win. I don't care nothing about the injuries. Even if Golden State was 100% healthy, they still would have found a way to lose. I'm telling you right now. I know people are gonna be in the DMs and in comment sections or whatever, talking all their foolishness. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. It was scheduled for the Raptors to win their first championship. I'm glad Adam Silver did the right thing. I'm happy. Congratulations to the Toronto Raptors. You won your first NBA championship. Now let's also break down the whole number thing. Toronto is known as the Six. Drake is known as the Sixth God. That's what they call him. The Raptors 1 and 6. There's your 666 connection. This whole thing is demonic to the core. I'm going to also break down the colors. If you notice, Toronto had their red on and Golden State had their black on. Now, usually when you're at home, you usually wear your white. But this time around, they decided we're going to wear our robe colors, which is now associated with the home team, which is weird to say. They changed the things up, and now cats are wearing robe color jerseys at home now. But see, let me break this thing down to you. Red and black is also heavily associated with blood sacrifice. Blood sacrificing, talking about masonry, Freemasonry, whatnot, and that there are different colors when it comes to Freemasons, because I'm not a Mason. I never plan on being one. But I know people who are, and they explain to me the different colors of the different degrees on how demonically influenced cats get once they change over the colors. So I think one is you got the blue, then you got the yellow, but then they say the heavily dark colors are black and red. They say if you have black and red, then you are heavily involved in some straight satanic stuff. Am I saying Kawhi Leonard and Steph Curry and them are heavily involved in the satanic stuff? I have no clue. I can't make that judgment because I don't know them like that. But the outfits speak louder than what I'm saying. I'm just putting that stuff out there for for people who wanted me to explain that. But yeah, like I say, that right there. I mean, then like I said, you had the ultimate storyline, the ultimate underdog story. Well, Kawhi Leonard got injured by them 2 years ago. Comes back and beats them in the finals. Hey, it's a great story. It's like I said, the ultimate feel-good story to come back. Man, I'm telling you, the script, it was a Hollywood production. And then here's another thing. It seems like every time somebody gets a brand new stadium, they're asking, I'm taking the L. The Rams, they got a brand new stadium, went to the Super Bowl, took the L. Oh yeah, and they came out first too. A lot of people ain't paid no attention to that. It's something about getting a brand new stadium. You're not winning the championship. Atlanta Falcons went to the Super Bowl, was up 28-3. Blew that. Got a brand new stadium. Took the money. You see what I'm talking about? So the Golden State Warriors, yes, they gladly took the money. They didn't mind losing. Steph Curry got 3 rings. That's all he needs. And I believe they ain't winning no more. They might be back in this picture again, but not right now. Now, my early predictions on who I believe is going to the finals next year, well, do not be surprised if Kawhi Leonard sticks around in Toronto. They will possibly make it back to the finals, but who will they be playing against? That's the big question. It depends on whoever King Flop gets. Whoever King Flop gets, that's your NBA Finals. Lakers versus Toronto Raptors. You heard it from me first. Now they might change the script because they sure do enjoy changing the script. I'm just putting it out there. So anybody want to know why I'm taking Lakers and Toronto? I'm not saying anything right now. I'm just putting it on the forefront. When that time comes, we shall see. But anyway, man, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to come on here because I know people was patiently waiting on me to drop this video to explain why the heck the Toronto Raptors won the championship. Canada has never. The last time they won the championship was 1993. That was the Blue Jays. So it's been about 26 years. And then, like I say, 24 years in existence. There's your 6 connection right there. So they had to win the 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. It's all about the 6, all that, and the 6 and all that nonsense. You know, they love the devil number. So the number of man is 6. So you'll be there 666. But yeah, like I say, I wanted to explain the whole deal about coming out first. The Warriors swept the Portland Trail Blazers. They was chilling. They came out first. Last year, LeBron and them went 7. They finished first. They came out first. So you knew. Oh, and here's another thing too. I also talked about this too. I said this in one of my videos a couple of years ago. I said TNT and ESPN switches up each year. They go based on threes. Now, what I mean by that, TNT will go on a run, then ESPN will go on a run. ESPN had to win the 3 years running. Now, what am I talking about? Well, let's take it back. 2015, ESPN, right? That was the 2014-2015 season. Warriors were on ESPN, they won. 2015-2016, Cavaliers put the ultimate upset, down 3-1. Cavaliers was on ESPN, they won. 2017, the Warriors was back on ESPN. Western Conference, they switch up between ESPN and TNT. ESPN 3 years in a row. 3 years. I told you they do it in threes. I don't understand that whole connection. Maybe somebody who understands the numerology and all this could break it down for me. But I'm telling you right now, they do it in threes. Now, 2018, the Warriors was on TNT. So I said, are we doing it in threes? So that means the West, the East. I was like, that was nothing that was in the back. I said TNT, they do it in threes, right? So there's a huge chance that the East might be winning this year. That's what I said to myself. But I said, I'm not sure. But I said, I hope so. Well, TNT got the winner. The Eastern Conference Finals was on TNT. So next year, the West is on TNT. Remember, I'm just a messenger. I'm putting this out there so people want to understand. Be paying close attention to what I'm talking about. Pay very close attention to what I'm talking about because people don't want to break this stuff down. They talk about all the other stuff, but they don't pay attention to the small things on how this stuff is completely scripted. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to one of my new acquaintances I met on Twitter. He is not quite on the whole game about games being fixed. He thinks stuff is real. Shout out to him. His name is Christopher. Real cool dude. Me and him kind of had a little somewhat. It wasn't real. Well, you could say it was a debate, but we did it in a respectful manner. You know, he disagreed on me believing that the games was fixed and all that stuff. He thinks you have to go through the draft and build the talent. I'm like, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. This whole thing is completely scripted. There's too much money being betted on these games. These teams, these players, these organizations, they all know what's up. It's like Vince McMahon or somebody is writing up a script and they just follow it. It is what it is, man. Like I said, I'm the just messenger. I understand that I done woke up to this years ago, and now it's like I can't go back. And you would think a guy who watches wrestling like I do will understand that everything we see on television is completely scripted. It's all wrestling. It doesn't matter what sport it is. It's all stage, you know. But anyway, man, it's your boy YCVille signing out. I had to come on here. I had to break this thing down, and I know a lot of y'all was waiting on me to give my take on why the Raptors won the NBA championship. I ain't even talking about the injuries, because the injuries ain't had nothing to do with it. Ain't got nothing to do with no doggone injuries. The script was written. It said the Toronto Raptors was winning the NBA championship. Why? Because they came out second, and I don't mean second place. This your boy YCVille signing out, man. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit them comments up. Let me know what you think, and you know, tell me what you feel about the whole situation. Holla at me.